60 Minutes ran a brilliant, fascinating piece on the pager explosion operation. They interviewed a Mossad agent on, how Mossad pulled it off and managed to get Hezbollah to buy the pagers, and then how they exploded them, etc. Very, very fascinating, shocking details, and I wanted to show you guys how exactly they did it, as well as the implications for how the IDF goes about its war and how it conducts its military operations.
Using dummies, Mossad conducted tests with the pager in a padded glove to calibrate the grams of explosive needed to be just enough to hurt the fighter, but not the person next to him.
So despite Israel's enemies claiming that they didn't know if it was going to hurt someone else, they weren't sure, it was just a sort of random act, and they did end up hurting someone, and etc., and all the accusations labeled at Israel, they did it so well that nobody could have gotten hurt except for either the Hezbollah fighter or whoever was holding the pager at the time. So Israel was going above and beyond to avoid any civilian casualties here.
Push the button. The only one that will get injured is the terrorist himself. Even if his wife or his daughter will be just next to him, he's the only one that's going to be harmed.
Did you test for that?
Yes, we test everything triple, double, multiple times in order to make sure there's minimum damage. Everything is controlled by us behind the scene. In their experience, everything is normal. Everything was 100% kosher, including businessmen, marketing, engineers, showroom, everything.
To further the plot.
Think about the amount of effort that goes into this, the amount of planning. And then you have people like Candace Owens on Piers Morgan say, why can't they just do another pager attack? Just do another pager attack.
And we know that the IDF is very capable of a surgical tactical response because they've done it over the years plenty of times in which they're able to take out terrorists. We just watched them execute a beeper attack and hit out Hamas terrorists. So
which I think is a very relevant point, because if they could do that to 3,000 Hezbollah terrorists, why couldn't they be as precise with Hamas?
Because they don't want to be. They want to level it because they want to take it over. And I believe,
She literally said that. She literally said, oh, Israel can just easily target civilians. Easily target the terrorists. They could just do another pager attack in Hamas and Gaza. Like, this was a one-off, incredibly, hard opportunity to create, and not something that you can just recreate on a dime.
So you restore your sense of superiority. But what about your moral reputation? Don't you think Israel has to worry about its reputation?
Definitely. But there is a prioritization. First, you have to defend your people not being killed by the thousands. And then, the reputation.
The pagers have had...
Think about the irony here. She's interviewing a Mossad agent, and she's like, what about the morality? He's like, they're trying to kill our people.
We've already moved on to the next thing, and they'll have to keep on trying to guess what the next thing is.
Wow. Brilliant interview and brilliant job by Mossad. I think if you notice, the last guy that they interviewed, Michael, has like a Norman Finkelstein voice. I mean, I can go back and play it, but if you hear, like, if you listen closely, he has a Norman Finkelstein voice.
Wind was taken out of Hezbollah's fight after.
Maybe that's Norman Finkelstein in disguise. For more, subscribe to this channel. If you want to help us make more of these videos, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/JewishUncensored. That's buymeacoffee.com/JewishUncensored. I'll leave the link in the description below.